This week, Kyle Busch returned to Circuit of the Americas with Richard Childress Racing for the second time in as many months, but this time was joined by former RCR driver Tyler Reddick and Penske driver Austin Cindric for a Goodyear tire test on the road course. Following the testing session, the drivers visited with reporters, and Busch, in a cheerful mood with his new team, talked about a variety of topics. But two of the more interesting points surrounded his upcoming plans for playing the villain role at RCR in 2023 and a shocking revelation that he has a specific date in mind when he wants to retire. Kyle Busch made headlines last year more for his uncertain future with Joe Gibbs Racing than for anything he did on the track. In fact, there weren't a whole lot of performance-based highlights for the future Hall of Famer in 2022 outside of his win on the Bristol Dirt, which he backed into. Busch was a regular in the media center on race weekends, addressing his contract situation with reporters. As expected, he expressed his understandable frustration with the situation, but it wasn't anything like fans have come to expect in the past. No outbursts, no tirades. That's a departure from what Busch has often displayed throughout his career. There have been countless instances where the driver has lost his cool and gone off, directing his anger or frustration at a reporter, another driver, his team, the sanctioning body, or even the fans. Unsurprisingly, Busch's actions have generated reactions. He has become a polarizing figure where fans love him or they love to hate him. He's the classic villain, and he's willingly embraced it.
If you love you some rowdy, let me hear you go boom. That's my man right there.
But last year, just days before Busch announced he was joining RCR, he met with the media and was asked if his persona was a problem and if he would have to change it if he moved to another team.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I feel like having the freedom of being able to act or react to certain situations the way that I could through the support of M&M's allowed me to be as successful as I was on Sunday, 1,000%. So will that have to change? Most likely. How much? 10%, 15%? I don't know. Maybe it's 18%. That you have to change. But I don't know what that is or what that looks like. So obviously that's still to be determined.
Fast forward to this week at COTA with his new team running his first ever laps in the number 8 car. Busch was asked about his persona in 2023 and what Rowdy Nation might expect. Let's just say they'll be happy to hear what he had to say.
It just depends, you know. It's a matter of who makes you mad, but no, it's just a product of circumstances and what all goes down, you know. So our sport needs some entertainment, it needs some excitement, whether it's on the track, a little bit off the track. So you know, if I'm that guy, I've been that guy for a little bit. This hat's not black for a reason, so you know, we'll keep rolling.
While his fans will be happy to hear his plans to continue playing the villainous role, they won't be happy to hear that it will only be for a limited time, and not just at RCR, but for any Cup team. That's because when Busch was asked about Kevin Harvick's retirement, the 37-year-old surprised reporters when he shockingly offered a specific age that he planned on retiring.
I mean, yeah, he's been around for a long time, and he's about that age, you know, 45 years old, and that's kind of the age that I've looked at. So, you know, it's good for him, though. He's had a remarkable career. He's won a championship, tons of races, all the big ones, and so nothing to hang his, plenty to hang his hat on, I guess you'd say. And so I'm excited for him to finish out his last year this year, and hopefully he can go out there and win a couple, but, you know, we'll still beat him for the championship.
Did you hear that? 45 years old. And for those who want to dismiss it and suggest Busch was just throwing out a general number, think again. He said Harvick was at that age for retiring. Except there's one problem with that statement. Harvick isn't 45. He's 47. That would indicate, as Busch suggested, he believes 45 is the right time to step away. In other words, if everything goes according to Busch's plan and he's around for as long as he hopes, he'll be racing and willfully playing the villainous role for another 8 seasons.